And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start us off. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job with this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Give it to the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown. Knowles. Made the defense look slow that time. That is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Powers through. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead, running right through tacklers. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And they begin 1st and goal, looking to cash in on this incredible field position. He's swarmed by the defense. Second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down now. Crucial 3rd down play right here. It's QB sneak.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. And the runner takes off to his right.
Running back from the ball area. He's brought down at the 36-yard line. 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Tailback with another carry. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short in the +27. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Well, the old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Florida State 14, Miami 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. Some hard running there through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 40 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And the Seminoles come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense is still clicking. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Finding space at the 20. 4th set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
And they've got him behind the line. Much better run defense this time.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the handoff. And the defense brings him down.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. You got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Canes offense retakes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Silva. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. And the Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle by the tight end. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The Canes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. 8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, I can't believe that. They bring the blitz on 3rd down and long, but give them credit. It works out perfectly. They bring the pressure, and it pays off.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And he drops back in the gun. He's looking deep here. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The offense is back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run, going to heave it downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Single back takes the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. He'll hand it off. And the ball to the ground. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
You know, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. We'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and nothing but got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Noles. Stretching the lead this one is getting ugly. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to his target. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Finding space at the 20. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Knowles are in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off here. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll run it here. The senior able to make the stop after a short game. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Trucks through the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Takes the toss and heads left. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Okay, ready?
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 38, Miami 7.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time?
Let's go! Convoy!
The linebacker shifting around now. Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Florida State 7.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They're going to run it here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to run for the 1st down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
Well, that's the beauty of having a quarterback with this kind of length on 4th down and 2. You go with quarterback sneak. All he has to do basically is fall forward and pick up a 1st down. Good call and a nice job of executing up front.
Keeping it on the ground here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And now the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. The receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down play for this offense. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And the Canes are in the red zone now. On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Well, they feature the fullback as a receiver there, Kirk, but the defense was not fooled. They're all over.
I like the idea of trying to change it up and get the ball to the fullback because he doesn't get his hands on it very often. But as you said, the defense all over that, not fooled at all. And the result is a loss of yardage.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him in his hand make a play.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The ball is caught. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They'll ride the back again here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control. We can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
At the 49-yard line. Second down coming up.
Got it.
Here's the second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? There's the handoff. Making people miss. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Okay, ready?
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Easy.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.